Family is not hard at all because if y'all follow me,
shout out to the King
King
Dashians.
It's not hard at all. Like we're like a clan. So
That's
I
awesome.
mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not really difficult when it comes to things like that.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, keeping the main thing, and not getting off focus. Just like she said, having an agenda,
Yeah.
a plan, and deadlines, goals set. Yeah, exactly.
I like that. I like that. Keep the main thing the main thing. All right, Brooklyn. How do you maintain a healthy balance between school and basketball and dress drives and all that good stuff? Like, how do you maintain your healthy balance? Like, how do you get your homework done? What does that mean? How do you get your homework done? How are you an A and B student? Because she is an A and B student. How do you get your homework done and practice your basketball skills and clean your room and collect dresses? Like, how do you keep everything afloat?
Because I'm organized.
Good job. Good answer. That's a great answer.
So when you get home from school, tell us your typical, when you get home from school, like, tell us, how do you do things?
Routine.
Your routine. Yes, baby. Come on. You
Come on.
you better search for my words.
So I get home from school. I go in my room and see if my sister's there. And then
Why you looking for her?
then-
Hey, Cherokee.
I go back and then I eat something I get something to eat and then I like sit there for a little bit and then I do my homework. And then I go outside and
Okay, you don't go outside and play.
go
You,
outside and play basketball.
exactly. She goes outside and practices basketball every single day, whether it's cold. Her and little Michi over here in the corner. So, and then, so I know you were a little bit worried about dress donations because usually by this time we have a lot and we have more than what we had. But we got kind of started late because there was a death in the family. So, are you still worried about the dress donations? Are you still worried that we won't have enough dresses?
No.
Why?
Because one day when I came home from school, there was like 3 boxes full of dresses.
Because the community comes through every single time. Shout out to y'all, man. Plus, who gonna take care of you? Who gonna take care of you regardless?
You?
Exactly. I got you, boo. Last year, she wrote me a letter that she was so proud of me because I helped her collect so many dresses in so little time. This is what she does. Like, she's been writing love letters to me since she could
I
write.
wonder where she gets it.
I know, right? That's my little B. So, little ones. Okay, so what would you tell kids your age that want to do want to be in a sport and want to do something good for the community and go to school and keep and maintain their grades? Like, what would you tell little kids out there?
To practice hard and like whatever like you want to do, like make sure you like do it almost every day so you can get better and better each time.
Okay, and then homework and schoolwork comes. Where does it come? First and foremost. So yeah. All right, B. All right now. So another question that I have, you can answer this one, and then I'll ask Quita and Ashi. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be in the WNBA.
Yes.
Yes, this
I got a
is my
cousin who was in the
WNBA star
WNBA.
right there, y'all. If y'all didn't hear that, B said she wants to be in the WNBA. I can see you being a professional basketball player and having nonprofits and giving back to the community and everything like that. So
I need her
dope.
to look into Google Kim Hampton with the Y, K-Y-M Hampton. She was one of the first WNBA players, and she is my cousin. So, yes, for the New York Liberty, yes.
She went to Iroquois?
She went to Iroquois High. Yeah.
Shout out to Kim Hampton. She might be Ken Does. That's my daddy's name. Hampton.
I know.
Hey, cousin. No. Quita, what do you want to be when you grow up?
At this point, my options are very slim. I just want to leave my footprint. I just want to be an inspiration to young girls and women. honestly, at the end of the day, that's all that I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah.
You know, I talk about, you know, money and making that my primary focus, obviously.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, that's what I want to be remembered for. That girl that, or that woman that helped me, or that girl that inspired me or pushed me. And it's coming back already.
Yeah.
I get messages and inboxes from
Don't you
people.
love those? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
all
They
the
make
time,
everything like
and they come at the best and most
when you have
needed
something.
times.
I swear, I get those messages when I'm having so much self doubt. And I'm
Mhm.
like, what am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. And then all of a sudden, I get this inspirational message, and they're telling me how much I inspire them. But I'm like, you just inspired the ish out of me right now.
Right,
So
exactly,
I love those.
exactly.
I love those. Ashi, what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up,
Talking to the mic. So they can
I
hear
might
you.
be a rapper. No, just joking.
But she's scared to
Just
do a
joking,
freestyle though.
No, when I grow up, I want to leave a legacy. I mean, that is definitely something. I don't have daughters, I have boys. And for me, I want my boys to always know what type of woman to attract, the energy to attract from. So if you see your mama out here doing her thing, then I need you to make sure you bring that, because my granddaughter's got to be out here doing their thing.
Exactly.
So I want my boys and my friends and my family to always look at me as, I mean, and they kind of already do to a degree. No, I ain't gonna take it, you know, nothing less. They know this. I'm a pusher. Like I mean, I have nieces and nephews and sons that are doing pretty well, and I won't let them settle for less.
Yeah.
So I look at them as my legacy that I'm leaving behind.
That's
So
dope.
and then when it comes to the real estate industry, of course I would love to own my own realty company at one point. At
And
some
you
point.
are going to
And I
own
can
your
see
own
that.
realty
I can
company.
see that
Yes.
at some point. I can see that. But
I actually came up here with her badge on and everything.
Honey,
You have
united.
Face B. I walked in here and she's out of the lobby, like powdering her face. I'm
And
like,
I'm
bruh,
just
it's
like-
radio.
I knew she was going live though. Look, I
I was
watched.
like, am I missing something?
Hold on, we won't leave Lil B out. She changed out of her practice
Yeah.
clothes in the car. Hey, we gotta sit pretty though, for real.
Have to.
We gotta sit
Yeah.
pretty. All right. So outside. Okay. So I guess this could be a double question because obviously everything that we do is because we're passionate about it. But when you strip away your family, your children, LOTG, selling houses and photography, the dress drive and basketball, if you were to just sit in a room just all by yourself, like what do you think that the first thing that comes to mind, what are you most passionate about?
Myself. I mean, like.
Outside
Outside of
herself.
what my
Herself.
children, like when I take away every element that builds me to where I'm at right now, if I had to go back and do it all over again, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So for me right now, I'm glad that I'm built. You know, I am built for this because of everything that has happened. But if I had to set where I'm at now and strip away everything, I have to realize and remember that at the end of the day, no one's going to do you but you.
Yes.
So I have to like build myself back. If I had to, if I had to strip away everything, I'm still going to have that inner peace of all that I've done, all that I've given, everything that I stand for, who I am. You know, nobody's perfect in life. I don't attest to that.
Yeah.
But, I would sit back and just like, well done. Well done to me.
That's dope. That's dope.
Well, I'm gonna do the same thing she did.
Don't be
But I'm gonna have on some Rick Ross.
She said she gonna have on some Rick Ross.
Some trap music.
She rapping.
In the mirror trying to learn how to twerk. I love it.
Look, I can't even do that. All this and I can't do none of that.
All right, yeah. So I know we little bit past our time, but we cool, DJ Ice, right? We cool. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties that we are having or have had. If you aren't able to listen on the app or the website, we do apologize for that. I will make sure that there is video posted so that you can recap the show, recap today's show, because it's some dope substance here. One last question that I have for this is more so for Ashi and Quita. I myself, there was a point in my life to where I had completely lost myself. Like, did not recognize who I was in the mirror. Like, I was completely and utterly lost. Like, who are you? What have you done with me? And how can I get her back? Has there ever been a time in your, because it's when you do so much for so many other people, even with your children, being a mother, helping in the community, like, you do so much for other people, sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Like, have you all, have either one of you ever been lost in the sauce, and how did you find your way back?
Go Quita. Go Quita. I gotta like retain these tears that she just brought. She just brought these tears.
Most definitely been lost in the sauce. But I guess the only thing that brought me out was knowing who my provider is and where my help was coming from. And that's just something else that my mother and my grandmother instilled in me. Like you said, most definitely, I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
So I've most definitely been down bad. But just knowing that trouble don't last always. Prayer for guidance. And again, that leads back to that 2017 resolution.
Yeah.
Keeping the main thing, so that I don't go that route again. So I mean, honestly, that's what
Yeah.
saved me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. Ashi. I made Ashi cry, I'm sorry.
Okay, so answering this question for Robin. Robin wrote me the best birthday card ever that was inspired by one of my sisters, Moya,
Hey, Moya.
for my birthday. And so when she just asked this question, it really did bring back tears, because that was like, there was a point in my life just dealing with family that was just very difficult, and moving back here was very difficult because it was all family inspired and driven and drama. It was so much. So being lost in 2010, coming back here, and I mean, if y'all only knew, like, this would take all day. But I have been through some major downs, and I've been through some major highs. So for me, the one thing that was always my get back, I'm a get back girl.
Shout out to the get back girl.
Shout out to the get back girl. So my thing that brought me back was the peace of my boys. So when I sit back and I think about them, of course, everything is through Christ. So when I sit back and think about them, going through the highs and the lows, it was the end result that I knew no matter what, as long as my boys were covered and God was covering them in my process and everything that I was going through with them, it was worth me just being still. Being still and listening to that inner voice when life was, oh my God, like just in the midst of a storm. I mean, it took me years to just release that. And I mean, I sat back, I had a conversation with my son the other day, and not to get off topic, but what you leave behind type, like what are you instilling in your children, things, that type of conversation. And I was just talking to him. I said, well, have you been reading your Bible? And he said, well, yes. And I said, well, what story have you been reading? This is my 11-year-old. And he said, well, I was reading about Lazarus and how Jesus brought Lazarus back from the dead, and he was in a pit. I said, well, who else was with him? He said, well, I don't know all their names, Mom, but I just know it was Jesus. That left a mark on me, because at the end of the day, it was Jesus. So for me, everything goes back to my boys being my motivation to always be close to Christ and being able to listen in the midst of a storm. So yeah, I mean, it's always going to be, God's purpose that brings me through any kind of circumstance. Yeah. And I'm so resilient. I'm so resilient.
That's one thing about us women. We are so resilient. Shout out to my white women. I love y'all. My mama's white, but black women.
Shout out
I do want to say this. There was, and then Brooklyn has something she wants to share when she was feeling lost at some point. She whispered in my ear. I love her.
Oh.
But there was a point in time where I was completely and utterly like lost and would like it literally would take me minutes. It would take me. One time I sat in my car for almost an hour because I just couldn't get out of the car. Like, I just couldn't get out of the car. And I had a good friend of mine, I call her my queen, shout out to Quisha. She told me, she said, it's okay to be where you are, but do not unpack your bags and do not plan on living there. So I always keep that in mind. Like, do not unpack your bags and do not plan on living there. Like, they're like, trouble don't last always.
It don't.
So Brooklyn has something to share with us when she was feeling lost in the sauce before. So go ahead, B.
When I was feeling lost, it was whenever I took a big quiz and I was stuck on this one question, but then I got it right.
So what'd you do? Like, how'd you get out of it? How'd you?
I just like looked at the question one more time.
And you finally figured it out?
Well, I didn't figure it out, I just guessed what I got right.
Sometimes you gotta wing it.
Sometimes you gotta wing it.
What is it?
And it is a word. It is a word in what Miss B shared. She said she just looked at it and looked at it and just was determined, and she eventually she just had to make a guess. She had to answer the question. You have got to face your troubles, and guess what she did? She got it right. You got it right. Let me tell y'all something about B, who she might not even remember this to share, but when we lived in Indiana,
Shout out to Indiana.
Brooklyn struggled. Brooklyn struggled, and we didn't know what it was. I was like, oh Lord, the asthma that froze her brain up. Like, she struggled. I mean, she was getting F's. B, no, it's okay. Do you remember that? She was getting F's, and they was. And she really, really struggled, and it took a toll on her. It took a toll. It took a toll on her confidence. She wasn't confident. She didn't want to go to school. She was not liking school. When I tell y'all what, we moved back to Louisville, and she started going to Carrick, and I addressed them with these issues, like she struggled, this, that, and the other, which I didn't want to put like a stigma on her or attach something to her, but I wanted them to know. When she brought home her first report card with A's and B's, she told me that when she opened her report card on the school bus, she put her head on the window and she cried.
Oh,
because
baby.
she couldn't believe, I know I'm turned
Aw.
up. She said, Mama, I just couldn't believe that I finally did it. Do you remember you telling me that? Are you about to cry? Keep going, y'all. Just keep going. This is,
awesome.
I swear, a child shall lead them.
Mhm.
Brooklyn, okay, go ahead. You ain't got to whisper, baby. Just talking to the mic.
And my teacher said that I was going to be moving to the AP class.
Awesome.
And Lil Beachy don't like that because he's in the AP class, so that means they'll be in the same class.
He's fired up.
But shout out to B for making F's in school to AP. That's what I'm talking about. You better go, Brooklyn. You better go. So we are running out of time. Again, I am so sorry about the connection. I'm sorry if you missed any other show. But before we leave, one more time, Quita, how can we find information on the breast cancer fundraising event? I also shared it to Robin G Poetry, but one more time, Quita.
Most of the information is, well, all of the information is going to be on Facebook and Instagram. And my Facebook is Quita MF King.
Okay.
MF don't stand for what y'all think.
That's right. Get your minds right.
Mary Francis.
She knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
And Instagram was Quita.mf.king. Crazy because I went to comment on TD Jake's post the other day. And I had to delete it like, Lord, I don't need him questioning what this MF stands for. So it stands for Mary Francis. I'm going back and I'm commenting on his page.
Are you gonna pick one to, like, you know?
So MF don't stand for what y'all think it stand for.
But yeah, those are my social media pages.
Okay, and again, I did post the flyer for the event to Robin G Poetry, so make sure you like that page. And she will be, and I'll also be sharing the link. If you cannot be there physically to support the cause, you can donate financially.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. And Ashi, where can we find you, and how can one hire you as their realtor
Our photographer.
or photographer? Shout out to
Images by Ashi.
Images by Ashi. She took the photos from my book signing.
Yes.
So yeah, she's dope.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook under Ashifa Stone, which is ASSEFA, last name Stone, STONE, and she's over here laughing. Find out how my name is spelled. But of course, you can probably look it up by Ashi as well, which is ASHI, on Facebook. You can go to Instagram, which I believe it's Miss_Ashi. I'm hardly
How she
ever
not
on
know?
there.
How she not know her Instagram?
I'm hardly on Instagram. I gotta do better. I do have to do better. You can go to my website, which is myrealtorashi.com, if you're looking for property or want to get in contact with me. Or just hit me up at 502-821-3243. Again, my number is 502-821-3243. If you are looking to sell your home or buy one, or if you have questions on who to pick for a lender or anything, I can connect you. I have great connects, so reach out to me. I appreciate you, Robin, for having me
welcome.
on here.
Leave us with your slogan. Her slogan's dope, y'all.
Looking for a home, call Miss Stone. Hashtag that.
All right, B. One more time before we get off air. How much longer are we taking donations for the dress drive?
The end of March.
The end of March. And what kind of donations are we collecting?
Dresses and skirts and other stuff. And
Shoes
shoes and like headbands and stuff.
and
stockings.
socks and yeah,
Stockings.
tights. And Lil Michi, come up here right quick. Come on, gotta give you some shine. And what are we doing different this year? What are we doing different this year, Michi? We're collecting suits. This year we are collecting suits for little boys of all ages, down from infant, same as the dresses. The dresses are from infant to junior size. Shoes, accessories, you can donate those. I posted the donation locations on Robin G Poetry page. We taking donations to the end of March. The giveaway event is Sunday, April 2nd, from 2 to 5 p.m. and I've also posted that information. So yeah. Let me shout out my sponsor really quick. Shout out to Established Premium Goods. It is Louisville's first and only lifestyle boutique, a place for the casual gentleman. The latest fashions from local and national brands. Established is Louisville's best kept secret. Go check it out at 226 West Muhammad Ali. And for sponsorship info, just email me at robingpoetry@gmail.com.
Can I get a shout
I
out?
also have,
Can I give one shout out?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to give my homegirl Tiffany Nicole Lashes a shout out, honey. She is doing the daggone thing. So if you have not look for her on my page. She has this new eyebrow technique that will, honey, brows are what's up. So contact her. Her lashes. That's Tiffany Nicole Lashes.
She gotta have some hell of a lashes for
Honey,
for
she's
Aisha to be
good,
like, hold on,
honey.
wait a minute.
Look, she's good, honey.
Also, don't forget about
Don't
forget about Ice It or Slice It every single Friday at 9 p.m. Make sure you are sending your MP3 files to iceitorSliceIt@gmail.com. This is where the people vote. You either icing it or you getting sliced. Sorry. Donate to the Pretty Dress Drive. Also, you can get you a copy of my debut collection of poetry titled Love Relentlessly, available on Amazon. Make sure y'all check that out. Thank you. Thank you. Also, make sure y'all are checking out the Hideouts. Each and every Friday's nightcap with Be More and First Class. It it's the Hideout is behind Flanagan's on Baxter Avenue, so make sure you check that out every single Friday. Also on Saturday, March 25th, we have Tyrant with Corey Black and Rich Porter. Tickets available at Exclusive Wares and Better Day West. March 14th at 7 p.m. is the K-Mac Poetry Slam. Also coming up on March 18th at 11 a.m., yours truly will be performing at this event. Shout out to Nay at Manhattan on Broadway. Inspire Women in Business Brunch. That is March 18th on a Saturday at 11 a.m. Also, Potency Comedy, Music, and Poetry Show. Shout out to Gwen C. That is March 18th at 7 p.m. at Duke's Sports Bar and Grill. If you have something going on in the city, make sure you are emailing me or inboxing me. Robin G Poetry. Email is robingpoetry@gmail.com. We got to spread that out there. Get y'all some support. Support local. It's what we do. Again, thank you all so much for coming and being guests. I know today's show was a little raggedy, but we getting there. We working on it.
It was good. It was
Shout out
good.
to my DJ Ice. Love you, boy.
Shout out to your actual poetry cards. So instead of going to Hallmark, let me just tell y'all, instead of Walgreens and the Hallmark cards, I need you all to inbox Robin because she brings the best.
Thank you.
Cards. I'm
Quita
telling
supported
you.
my cards too as well. So thank y'all so much. But every time after every show, everybody's like, you need to push your books harder. You need to talk about your poetry. And y'all know what? And I be meaning to, but I be so wrapped up in my guests and pushing y'all stuff that I know. I always sell myself short. I'm sorry. The girls at work always be like, you're Robin G. I be like, okay. Shout out to 6 West. Shout out to Dr. Justin Morgan, MD. I always tell him I'm going to give him a shout out, so I had to do it. But yeah, thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Robin G Poetry Radio. I mean, ordinary people doing extraordinary things in the community.
Yes.
I love highlighting that. So make sure y'all tune in every single Saturday at 5 p.m. on 97 to BFM. I usually leave with a poem. I'm not going to do that today. About a book. No, I'm just waiting.
Look at it. By the book. Just by the book.
So make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Facebook is Robin G Poetry. Instagram, Robin G Poetry. Twitter, Robin G Poetry. Snap, Robin G Poetry. If you want to find me, just type in Robin G Poetry.
Who?
So until next time, y'all, I have a dope show. Next Saturday, I have Miss Rihanna Nicole.
Yes.
She's going to be talking about the Lip Gloss Diaries at the Kentucky Center. I also have Lance Newman. He's going to be talking about young poets, and he is also the host of Lip Gloss Diaries. So make sure y'all tune in. Until next time, it's Robin G Poetry Radio on 97 to BFM. See y'all next Saturday. Stay dope.
I love it.
Still alive.
I love it.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Sorry about the technical difficulties once again. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me each and every Saturday on live. Thank you for sharing the video, all that good stuff. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all here next Saturday at 5 p.m., baby. I'm about to go home and finish painting my house. Bye. Thank y'all so much. I know your daughter's dinner.
You cut it. I was about to Beyonce it all together. Like,
I'm sorry the show was so raggedy, y'all. But people telling y'all they couldn't hear me and all that.
Tony
Okay, let's be
Yeah.
outside then.
okay, where we at? Hold on, Robin.
Oh, before y'all leave, we gotta get pictures. Hold on. Pictures. Because I know Peter got to run. Sorry, Lee. Come on, Ashi. Shit. That is my theme song, y'all. I love it.
You get tired of hearing this song at home.
You in the pictures too? You yes, nigga. Make sure y'all don't knock over no pictures.
Y'all good.
Y'all see, can you see me?
That ain't in the way.
Can you see me?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Take your eyes. Alright, y'all laugh. Take one long way. I know, love it. Alright, laugh again. I love the fake laugh. I love that. Yes. I love the fake laugh.
Thank you. Look,
Yes, thank
me
you.
so I can edit.
You're so sweet.
Let me see if I can start.
Tell the baby I said happy birthday. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry I was late.
No,
I'm sorry
girl,
it was
look.
all over the place. It's normally not like that.
Life hack. Thank you again.
Yes, thank you for coming. And don't forget to send me the link. Okay, so I can share.
Here, are you putting my links on your page?
Yeah, you can share whatever. Like I'll share whatever.
I need to be sharing my link. I need some house sales.
My kids was calling me. They probably stranded somewhere.
Girl, look, why? I told CJ that he has to get his real estate license. He was like, Mom. I was like, no, you do. And my nieces, I'm about to make them all have something to fall back on. Own some property. You good, Robin?
I'm good.
You want me to put these chairs back in here?
I'll get it. No, you're
Girl,
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
take your
thank you.
babies.
No.
Okay, adios, y'all. I had fun. A lot of fun.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you. I
No,
see.
thank you, girl. Look, oh, okay, so how many people do you know that do panel discussions?
I would have to remember, but I know yeah.
I seen something on what's her name? Lita's page about milk, how all these other animals, of course mammals, provide their own milk for their own children, and talking about like how there's this big stigma with breastfeeding, but we're like the only ones to ever provide milk or get provided milk by another mammal.
Oh yeah.
So I was talking to